One of my buddies had a sword collection, dude, which is weird at 10 years old, but I think it's just weird at any age, you know? Like if a grown man's like, hey, you want to see my sword collection? I'd be like, get away from me, you know? Like ladies, if you go home with a guy and you see a sword kind of hanging out of his closet, just run, just go. You're gonna be in his basement for the next 9 years. So you do enough push-ups to get out of there. You know? It was dangerous too because we weren't even strong enough to like play with them, you know? So I was like, what's this one called? Like every time we picked up a sword, all his fish in his fish tank were like, oh shit! To the back. But I realized like holding a sword at a very young age that I could have never survived back then. Because cutting someone in half is just totally disgusting to me. I'd be on the battlefield like, shing! I got one, you guys go, that's gross. Is there blood on me? When was the gun invented? You know? Come on, man. So I get so mad when people are like, we live in scary times. The world is crazy. We live in scary times. Do we? When's the last time somebody got hit with a sword? Has anyone in here lost a loved one to a sword? No? Scary times. When's the last time you were in Santa Monica and you saw 1,000 Viking ships off in the horizon? And everyone's like, hey, look at all those boats. Is that the tour for Malibu Wines? But then as they start getting closer, you just see them fucking rowing towards you. Everyone's like, I don't know, man. And that guy plays the horn. Boo! Everybody starts freaking out, fighting over the last bird scooter. We gotta get out of here! You didn't get one, so now you're waiting on your Uber. Alfonso's 4 minutes away! Look for a silver Honda! We can make it! Some writer walks out of a coffee bean. What's all the commotion? Flaming arrow to the chest! It's a scary time, dude. It's always someone at Trader Joe's who says that, you know? This lady behind me the other day, she's like, with this political climate, it's a scary time. I was like, yeah, nothing says the dark ages like chocolate-covered walnuts. You know? No one comes over the horizon anymore, you know? When your whole day could just be ruined by one guy on a horse. I think that's the worst job, being that guy that's like way up in the castle, just making sure everything is cool. And then that one afternoon, someone just comes riding over. And you're like, oh, is he bringing a message? And then the rest of his crew comes over. You're like, no! No, man, I don't want to fight today. Come on. Then he turns around and gives that speech to his crew. If we die in honor. And you're like, oh, can we work it out, please? Should have been a juggler like my cousin. That's who I would be, man. The guy with the goofy hat just juggling around the village. I'd be like, well, that makes you a bitch. I'm like, yeah, see how I have both my arms, you know? People think comedy's hard. Try giving that war speech before every battle. Can't use the same material, you know? If we die in honor. Hey, he said that last week, man. Guy's a hack. You know?